6 ancient Japanese exercises that double leg strength after 60 years of age. Introduction and the Japanese longevity secret. Japan holds the undisputed world record for people living beyond 100 years of age. This island nation has more centenarians per capita than any other country on Earth today. Their elderly population maintains remarkably strong legs even into their 80s and 90s, consistently and naturally. What makes this even more impressive is that these seniors remain active and independent every single day. They continue walking, climbing stairs, and performing household tasks without any assistance needed from others. Meanwhile, in Western countries, most adults begin losing significant leg strength after age 50 years old. The World Health Organization reports that muscle loss accelerates dramatically after 50 years of age naturally. This condition is called sarcopenia, and it affects millions of people around the entire world today. Sarcopenia causes a gradual decline in muscle mass, strength, and overall physical function over time consistently. This decline brings devastating consequences that affect every single aspect of daily living for seniors. Rising from chairs becomes a monumental challenge that many elderly people simply cannot overcome alone today. What was once an automatic movement now requires tremendous effort and concentration to complete successfully daily. Climbing stairs transforms from a routine activity into an exhausting and dangerous ordeal for many seniors. Each step becomes a potential hazard that threatens independence and overall quality of life daily consistently. Walking distances that were once simple now feels like running a marathon for aging adults today. The risk of falls increases dramatically with age and muscle weakness in the lower body. Today, worldwide, falls are the leading cause of injury and hospitalization among adults over 65 years old globally. In fact, 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls at least once every single year around the world. Falls represent the primary cause of lost independence and nursing home admissions for older adults globally. A hip fracture from a fall can be life-threatening for elderly individuals in poor overall health today. Research shows that 20% of hip fracture patients die within 1 year of their injury occurring. But here is the incredible news that should give you tremendous hope and motivation today and tomorrow. The Japanese have developed simple exercises that anyone can do at home without any expensive equipment needed. These movements have been scientifically proven to rebuild leg strength and prevent dangerous falls effectively today. A groundbreaking 2025 study from Tohoku University in Japan confirmed these traditional movements work remarkably well. The research was published in the Tohoku Journal of Experimental Medicine and gained international attention worldwide. Professor Ryoi Kainagati led the research team that conducted this randomized control trial with participants successfully. The study showed participants increased their knee extension strength by an astonishing 25.9%. This improvement came from just 5 minutes of practice performed only 4 days per week consistently. The control group, who did not practice these movements, showed only a 2.5% improvement overall. Knee extension strength is the force used to straighten your knees during walking and standing activities daily. This measurement is a key indicator of mobility and daily functioning ability in older adults worldwide. When this strength declines, simple activities like getting out of a chair become increasingly difficult to perform. If Japanese seniors can achieve these remarkable results, then you absolutely can replicate their success too. You do not need expensive gym memberships or complicated exercise equipment to build stronger legs at home. All you need is consistency, patience, and the willingness to practice these simple movements daily, consistently. The exercises I'm about to share with you have been refined over hundreds of years of daily practice. They combine ancient wisdom with modern scientific validation from top universities around the world. Today, each movement targets specific muscle groups essential for maintaining balance, mobility, and independence as you age. Before we begin with the exercises, please leave a comment below with your name and city today. I want to know where my viewers are watching from around the world today and yesterday continuously. This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your medication or supplement regimen. Now, let us dive into the 6 powerful exercises that can transform your leg strength starting today. Exercise number 1, the resting squat. The resting squat represents one of the most popular and fundamental exercises in all of Japan today. This position has been used for thousands of years across Asian cultures for rest and relaxation purposes. The Japanese people do not rest in chairs and sofas like we commonly do in Western countries today. They recognize that prolonged sitting in Western-style furniture is actually unnatural for the human body. Our ancestors did not have chairs or sofas and spent most of their time squatting naturally daily. The human body evolved to rest in a deep squat position rather than sitting with bent hips only. Modern scientific research confirms that excessive chair sitting leads to weakened glute muscles over time consistently. Your hip flexors become tight and shortened from spending hours in a seated position daily continuously. This creates muscle imbalances that contribute to back pain, poor posture, and reduced mobility significantly over time. Studies published in prestigious medical journals show that prolonged sedentary behavior reduces important metabolic enzymes. These enzymes help your body metabolize fat and regulate blood sugar levels throughout the entire day. When they become inactive, it contributes to elevated triglycerides and increased risk of heart disease naturally. The Japanese use the deep squat as their natural position for everyday rest, work, and relaxation daily. Farmers, fishermen, and craftspeople have used this position for centuries while working and resting continuously. This simple habit change simultaneously works several essential muscle groups in your entire lower body effectively. When you hold a deep squat position, your quadriceps on the front of your thighs activate very strongly. Your hamstrings on the back of your thighs work to stabilize the knee joint position correctly. Your gluteal muscles engage to control hip position and provide power for standing up again properly. Your core muscles, including your abdominals and lower back, also activate during this challenging position continuously. All of these muscles work together in harmony while you are simply resting in this position naturally. This is why the Japanese can maintain strong legs without spending hours in a gym exercising regularly. A landmark study from the University of Tokyo revealed fascinating and encouraging results about this ancient practice. Researchers followed elderly Japanese adults over 70 years old for several months of careful observation. People who maintained the habit of resting squats showed remarkable improvements in multiple strength measurements. Their leg strength measurements were comparable to people who were 20 years younger than them. This finding suggests that the deep squat position can actually reverse some age-related muscle decline. The participants also showed better balance scores and improved ability to perform daily activities independently without help. Research published in the Journal of Biomechanics examined deep squat movements in elderly individuals specifically and carefully. Scientists from multiple institutions analyzed the biomechanics of this traditional resting position thoroughly and completely. They found this exercise requires significant mobility in the hips, knees, and ankle joints to perform. The researchers concluded that the deep squat is one of the most important activities for independent living. It prepares your body for essential daily movements like sitting down and standing up from chairs. Naturally, the ability to perform deep squats correlates strongly with overall physical independence in older adults worldwide. A 2021 study published in Scientific Reports examined home-based squat training in older individuals. Specifically, participants performed squat training 3 days per week for 12 weeks at their own homes. Conveniently, the results showed significant improvement in sit-stand test performance and leg press strength. Overall, to perform this exercise correctly, position your feet apart at approximately shoulder width distance from each other. Point your toes slightly outward at about a 30 degrees angle for better hip mobility overall. Slowly lower your body by bending your knees and pushing your hips backward simultaneously and smoothly together. Continue descending until your glutes are as close to touching the ground as your flexibility allows currently. Keep your heels completely supported and flat on the ground throughout the entire movement without lifting up. If your heels lift off the ground, your ankle mobility may need improvement through regular stretching exercises. Your spine should remain in a neutral position without being excessively curved forward or backward during holds. Avoid rounding your lower back, as this puts unnecessary stress on your spinal discs over time continuously. Keep your chest lifted and your gaze forward to help maintain proper spinal alignment throughout the entire hold. The secret to success with this exercise lies in proper progression over weeks and months of consistent practice. Do not expect to achieve a full deep squat on your first attempt if you have been sedentary. Your joints and muscles need time to adapt to this new range of motion safely and gradually over time. For beginners, especially those over 60 years of age, start by holding on to stable furniture for support. A sturdy chair, countertop, or door frame can provide the security you need while learning this movement. This support allows you to focus on proper form without worrying about falling backward or forward accidentally. Begin with just 20 seconds of holding this position with proper form during each practice session daily. This may feel challenging at first, but your body will adapt quickly with consistent daily practice over time. Gradually increase this holding time as your strength and flexibility improve over the following several weeks. Work toward maintaining the position for 2 to 3 continuous minutes without any external support needed. This milestone indicates that you have developed sufficient leg strength and balance for independent performance naturally. Most people can achieve this goal within 4 to 8 weeks of consistent daily practice sessions. You will know you are doing the exercise correctly when you feel your leg muscles working intensely throughout. There should be a sensation of activation in your quadriceps, glutes, and even your core muscles. However, you should not feel any sharp joint pain in your knees, hips, or ankles during practice sessions. This exercise goes far beyond just building muscle strength in your lower body muscle groups specifically today. It also promotes better blood circulation throughout your legs and all the way down into your feet. The squatting position compresses and releases blood vessels, which improves overall vascular function significantly over time. The deep squat facilitates the digestive process by applying gentle pressure to your abdominal organs naturally daily. Many people report improved bowel regularity after incorporating this position into their daily routine consistently. The position also develops mental self-control as you learn to tolerate the initial discomfort over time. A common mistake beginners make is raising their heels to try to make the position feel easier overall. This modification actually nullifies much of the exercise benefits and transfers harmful tension to your knees. Keeping your heels down ensures proper muscle activation and protects your knee joints from unnecessary stress damage. Another frequent mistake is excessively curving or rounding your back during the squat position. Hold continuously. This causes uncomfortable lower back strain and can lead to injury with repeated practice over time. Keep your core slightly activated and engaged throughout the movement to protect your spine from potential injury. For adults over 60 years of age, I recommend practicing this exercise 3 to 5 times per day. Each session can be brief, lasting just 1 to 3 minutes, depending on your current fitness level. In just a few weeks of consistent practice, you will notice greater ease when getting up from chairs. Exercise number 2, single leg balance. This apparently simple exercise is one of the true pillars of Japanese mobility and longevity practices daily. Standing on just one leg may look easy, but it intensely works muscles throughout your entire body. Your ankle stabilizers, knee stabilizers, hip stabilizers, and core all activate during this deceptively challenging exercise. The beauty of this exercise lies in its ability to strengthen muscles that we normally neglect completely daily. These small stabilizer muscles are not targeted by typical gym exercises like leg presses or squats. Yet, they are exactly the muscles needed to prevent dangerous falls in seniors and older adults worldwide. Balance is controlled by 3 main systems working together in perfect harmony inside your body constantly. Your visual system provides information about your surroundings and body position in space constantly today. Your vestibular system in your inner ear detects head position and movement throughout the entire day. Your proprioceptive system includes sensors in your muscles, tendons, and joints that detect body position accurately. These sensors send constant signals to your brain about where your body parts are located spatially. When any of these systems decline with age, your balance suffers and fall risk increases significantly overall. Single leg balance training specifically targets and improves your proprioceptive system through repeated practice sessions. The sensors in your ankle, knee, and hip joints become more sensitive and responsive over time. Your brain learns to process this information more quickly for faster balance corrections when needed urgently. The Japanese incorporate this practice into everyday moments throughout their entire day, very consistently daily. They practice while brushing their teeth each morning and evening for 2 to 3 minutes total. They balance on one leg while waiting for the elevator, microwave, or water to boil completely. A surprising longitudinal study conducted with elderly Japanese participants revealed remarkable results over a decade. Researchers followed participants for 10 years and tracked their fall history and injury rates carefully. Those who practiced single-leg balance daily reduced their risk of hip fractures by 60% overall. The same study showed a 40% reduction in the overall incidence of dangerous falls requiring medical attention. Falls that did occur were typically less severe because participants could recover balance more quickly. Overall, their improved reflexes allowed them to catch themselves before hitting the ground with full force. Even more impressive, 80% of participants reported significant improvement in their daily confidence levels overall. They felt much more secure performing everyday activities that previously caused them fear and anxiety. Walking on uneven surfaces, navigating stairs, and moving in crowded spaces became less frightening for them. Research from 2024, published in peer-reviewed journals, confirms these benefits with strong statistical evidence today. Balance and functional exercises reduce fall rates by 23% in community-dwelling older adults. They also decrease the number of individuals who experience falls by approximately 15% overall consistently. Single leg stances activate proprioceptors in your muscles, tendons, and joints for dramatically better coordination overall. These specialized sensory receptors send signals to your brain about joint position and movement constantly. With training, they become more sensitive and your brain processes their signals more efficiently and quickly. To perform this exercise correctly, start by standing near a wall or a stable piece of furniture safely. You can use this support if needed to prevent any dangerous falls during your initial practice sessions. Safety should always be your top priority, especially when you are first learning this challenging exercise today. Stand with good posture, shoulders back, chin level, and eyes looking straight ahead at a fixed point. Transfer your body weight slowly and deliberately to one leg while maintaining this good posture throughout. Feel your standing leg muscles activate as they take on your full body weight for support continuously. Slightly lift your other leg off the floor just enough that it is no longer supporting any weight. It is not necessary to raise your leg high because the balance benefits happen from single leg standing. Lifting your leg excessively high actually makes the exercise harder without adding meaningful additional benefits. Overall, the muscle recruitment happens mainly in the small stabilizer muscles throughout your standing leg and core. Your ankle muscles work constantly to make tiny adjustments that keep you from falling over sideways. Your hip muscles engage to keep your pelvis level and prevent your body from tilting to one side. For beginners over 60 years of age, start by maintaining the balance position for 10 to 15 seconds. Use a wall or furniture for light fingertip support if needed for safety during initial practice sessions. Perform 3 repetitions on each leg, alternating between your left and right legs between each set. As your balance improves over the following weeks, progressively increase the holding time toward your goal. Work toward holding the single leg position for 60 seconds without any external support needed at all. This milestone indicates excellent balance that significantly reduces your risk of dangerous falls and injuries overall. A common mistake I see many people make is lifting their non-standing leg too high during the exercise. This displaces your center of gravity and hip position and unnecessarily increases the difficulty level significantly. Keep your shoulders relaxed so you can focus the work on your legs and core muscles effectively. Practicing this exercise daily for just 5 to 10 minutes already brings significant benefits to your leg strength. Exercise number 3, the horse stance. This ancient exercise is known as kibidachi in traditional Japanese martial arts culture and training practice. The name translates roughly to riding horse stance because the position resembles sitting on horseback closely. It has been a fundamental part of martial arts training for many hundreds of years across Asia. Samurai warriors used this stance to develop the leg strength needed for combat and horseback riding effectively. Martial artists still use it today to build powerful legs, develop mental focus, and improve endurance. The horse stance has been successfully adapted as a strengthening exercise for people of all ages today. This exercise is particularly effective and safe for adults over 50 years old due to its isometric nature. Isometric exercises involve holding a position without movement rather than lifting and lowering weight repeatedly. They strengthen muscles without creating impact or stress on your delicate joints and connective tissues at all. Research published in 2024 confirms that isometric contractions have the lowest risk for movement-related injury. This makes them ideal for older adults who may have joint problems like arthritis or previous injuries. You can build significant strength without worrying about aggravating existing joint conditions or creating new ones. The horse stance position intensely works your thigh muscles, hip muscles, and core stabilizing muscles simultaneously together. Your quadriceps on the front of your thighs burn as they hold your body in the lowered position. Your inner thigh adductors engage to keep your knees from collapsing inward during the challenging hold. A peer-reviewed study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science showed impressive results from this posture. Researchers studied elderly individuals who practiced the horse stance regularly for a 12-week period. Participants showed a 24% increase in overall leg strength after just 3 months of training. Research on isometric wall squat training, which is similar to the horse stance, showed additional cardiovascular benefits. Participants experienced significant reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure after training periods. The horse stance may provide similar cardiovascular benefits due to its isometric muscle contractions during holds. To correctly perform the horse stance, position yourself with your feet well apart in a wide, stable stance. Your feet should be approximately 1 and 1/2 times your shoulder width distance apart from each other. This wide base provides stability and allows for proper knee alignment during the lowered position hold. Slightly bend your knees and begin lowering your body as if you were sitting down onto an invisible chair. Keep your weight distributed evenly between both legs throughout the entire lowering and holding phases completely. Your spine remains straight and tall, while your abdomen stays slightly contracted throughout the entire hold duration. For beginners over 60 years of age, I recommend starting by maintaining the position for just 10 to 15 seconds. Perform 3 daily series with adequate rest of 30 to 60 seconds between each set for recovery. A common mistake is projecting your knees forward beyond the vertical line of your toes during the hold. The correct position should create a sensation of mild to moderate burning in your thigh muscles throughout consistently. However, you should never feel any sharp or stabbing joint pain in your knees during the exercise. As you develop more strength over the following weeks, gradually increase time towards 60 to 90 continuous seconds. This exercise is not recommended for people with acute or severe knee problems requiring current medical treatment. However, for most adults over 50 with mild joint issues, it represents a safe and effective strengthening method. Exercise number 4, mindful walking practice. This slow and meditative walking technique is one of the lesser-known Japanese longevity secrets practiced daily. The practice is sometimes called kinhin in Zen Buddhist traditions, where it originated many centuries ago. It focuses on complete and total awareness of each individual step you take during the movement. You concentrate deliberately on the specific sequence of your heel contacting the ground surface first consistently. Then you feel the middle part of your foot rolling onto the ground as weight transfers forward smoothly. Finally, you feel your toes pressing into the ground as you push off for the next step cycle. What makes this exercise particularly valuable is its unique dual nature. Combining physical and mental training simultaneously, you are strengthening both your body and your mind at the same time. Through this single practice, physical strength combined with mental clarity creates optimal conditions for healthy aging and independence long term. The Japanese often practice this meditative walking in peaceful Zen gardens surrounded by natural beauty and tranquility. They also practice in quiet parks, along rivers, or even in their own homes during morning routines. The location matters less than the quality of attention you bring to each individual step taken. Scientific studies conducted with Japanese adults over 65 years old showed impressive and surprising results. Researchers measured multiple physical parameters before and after periods of regular mindful walking practice sessions. Participants experienced a 50% improvement in blood circulation throughout their entire lower extremities. Overall, study participants also showed a 40% reduction in dangerous falls, requiring medical attention during research period. This reduction was attributed to improved proprioception, balance, and awareness of body position in space. When you practice paying attention to your feet, you become better at sensing potential hazards naturally. After just 3 months of regular practice, participants demonstrated a 50% increase in dynamic balance measurements. Dynamic balance refers to your ability to maintain stability while moving rather than standing still in place. This type of balance is most relevant for everyday activities like walking, turning, and navigating obstacles safely. To perform this exercise correctly, find a space where you can walk slowly without any obstacles in your path. Initially, I recommend using a hallway in your home where you feel completely safe and comfortable practicing. Start walking at an extremely reduced speed, approximately 4 to 5 times slower than normal walking pace. Focus your complete attention on the sensation of each part of your foot touching the ground surface constantly. Feel your heel make initial contact with the floor and notice the pressure and texture sensations fully. Then feel the weight transfer through the arch of your foot toward the ball of your foot smoothly. Practicing just 3 minutes daily while taking a deep breath every 3 steps provides significant measurable benefits. A common mistake is walking on automatic without paying real attention to each individual phase of step. The focus should always be on developing strength, stability, and coordination through slow, deliberate movement patterns. For adults over 60, especially those with balance problems, start by practicing near a wall for safety. Exercise number 5, heel raises. This simple but incredibly effective exercise directly works your calf muscles with every single repetition performed. The 2 main calf muscles targeted are the gastrumous and the soleus in your lower leg. These muscles are responsible for pushing your foot down and propelling your body forward during walking activities. What many people do not know is that the calf muscle group is sometimes called the second heart. This nickname comes from the important role your calves play in your circulatory system every single day. When your calf muscles contract during walking, they squeeze the veins in your lower legs very powerfully. This squeezing action pumps blood back toward your heart against the constant downward force of gravity. Without this pumping action, blood would tend to pull in your lower legs and cause swelling problems. The calf muscle pump is essential for maintaining healthy circulation throughout your entire lower body continuously. In Japanese culture, strengthening the calf muscles is prioritized, especially after reaching 60 years of age. The Japanese recognize that strong calves are essential for maintaining mobility and independence in later life. These muscles are crucial for stability when walking, climbing stairs, and preventing dangerous falls from occurring. Scientific research on calf raise training has revealed important findings about the benefits for older adults. Specifically, a study on high-speed calf raise training showed improvements in rapid force development in elderly men. Rapid force development refers to how quickly your muscles can generate force when suddenly needed urgently. This rapid force development is essential for balance recovery after stumbling, tripping, or slipping unexpectedly somewhere. When you start to fall, your body needs to generate corrective forces very quickly to recover safely. Strong calves that can contract rapidly give you a much better chance of catching yourself before falling. Research confirms that plantar flexor strength strongly predicts functional performance in elderly women living independently in communities. Plantar flexion is the movement of pointing your toes downward, which is exactly what happens during heel raises. Women with stronger plantar flexors showed better walking ability and overall physical function measurements consistently. The calf raise senior test has been scientifically validated as an excellent indicator of ankle strength in older adults. This standardized test measures how many heel raises a person can perform in 30 seconds with proper form. A significant association was found between calf raise performance and laboratory measured strength parameters across studies. To perform this exercise correctly, stand with your feet positioned apart at approximately shoulder width distance. Slowly rise up onto the tips of your toes while keeping your body in a straight vertical line throughout. Focus on lifting your heels as high as possible to work your calf muscles through their full available range. Then slowly lower your heels back down to the starting position in a controlled, deliberate manner throughout completely. Do not let gravity drop you down quickly, as the lowering phase also provides important muscle strengthening stimulus. The eccentric or lowering phase of the movement is actually very important for building functional strength. For beginners over 60 years of age, I recommend starting with 2 sets of 15 repetitions for each session. Use a wall or stable piece of furniture as support to prevent any dangerous falls during your initial practice. As you develop strength, progress to 3 sets of 20 repetitions performed with good form consistently. A common mistake is performing the movement too quickly, which decreases the overall exercise effectiveness significantly. Today, to increase the challenge, perform the exercise on a step, which allows your heels to descend below toe level. Besides strengthening muscles, this exercise significantly improves blood circulation throughout your entire lower legs and feet. I recommend performing this exercise daily, ideally divided into 2 to 3 short sessions throughout your day. Exercise number 6, the wall squat. This isometric exercise is one of the safest and most effective ways to strengthen your leg muscles significantly. The wall squat provides the benefits of squatting without requiring the balance and mobility for freestanding squats. This makes it accessible to almost everyone regardless of their current fitness level or joint condition. The wall squat is used in both traditional Japanese fitness practices and modern physical therapy programs worldwide. Physical therapists frequently prescribe wall squats for patients recovering from knee surgery or managing arthritis conditions. The exercise builds strength while minimizing stress on the knee joint through controlled positioning effectively. The wall squat stands out for intensely working your quadriceps, glutes, and core muscles simultaneously and effectively. Your quadriceps on the front of your thighs work constantly to hold your body in the lowered position. Your gluteal muscles engage to stabilize your hips and maintain proper pelvic alignment throughout the hold. And duration. Scientific research shows that isometric wall squat training provides multiple health benefits beyond just leg strengthening effects. Studies found that isometric wall squat training effectively reduces arterial blood pressure in participants over time. This blood pressure reduction adds cardiovascular benefits to the strength-building effects of the exercise naturally. A study with Japanese adults between 65 and 75 years old demonstrated very impressive strength improvements. Participants followed a regular wall squat training program for just 8 weeks during the study period. They showed an average increase of 14% in leg muscle strength from baseline measurements overall. Even more impressive was the 27% improvement in participants' ability to climb stairs without fatigue. Climbing stairs requires significant quadricep strength and is often one of the first activities that becomes difficult. The wall squat directly targets the muscles needed for this important functional daily living activity effectively. To perform this exercise correctly, position yourself with your entire back flat against a smooth wall surface. Your feet should be positioned apart at approximately shoulder width and about 12 to 18 in away from wall. Slide your back slowly down the wall until your knees form approximately a 90 degrees angle. Keep your knees aligned directly over your ankles and never let them extend forward past your toes visibly. For beginners over 60 years of age, start by maintaining this position for just 15 to 20 seconds initially. Perform 3 daily series with adequate rest of 60 seconds between each set for proper recovery. Progressively increase the holding time as your strength improves over the following weeks of consistent practice. A common mistake many people make is holding their breath during the exercise, which unnecessarily raises blood pressure. Maintain normal continuous breathing with your abdomen slightly contracted for spinal protection throughout the entire hold duration. You will know you are performing correctly when you feel a significant burning sensation in your thigh muscles. Bonus exercise, the dead hang. This is not a specific leg exercise, but it has become incredibly popular among health-conscious Japanese recently. In the last decade, this simple movement has gained widespread recognition for its extraordinary full-body benefits. Consider this exercise an extra gift from this video to you for watching completely through today. The dead hang, or passive suspension, is simply the act of hanging from a horizontal bar with fully extended arms. You grip the bar, let your body hang, and allow gravity to do most of the work for you naturally. Despite its apparent simplicity, the benefits are numerous and particularly valuable for adults over 50 years old. Spinal decompression is the primary benefit that makes this exercise so incredibly valuable for aging bodies specifically. When you hang from a bar with your feet off the ground, gravity pulls your body downward gently. This creates traction on your spine that separates the vertebrae and creates space between the spinal bones. This separation allows your intervertebral discs to decompress, rehydrate, and expand to their proper healthy size. Regular practitioners report significant reduction in chronic back pain after incorporating this exercise into daily routine. The increase in grip strength represents another crucially important benefit of this simple hanging exercise. Scientific studies show a remarkably strong correlation between grip strength and overall longevity in aging populations studied. The dead hang directly works all of the forearm muscles responsible for maintaining strong functional grip strength. The improvement in shoulder mobility is perhaps the most immediately visible benefit for older adults practicing regularly. To perform this exercise correctly, find a stable horizontal bar at an appropriate height for your body. Grip the bar with both hands using an overhand grip at approximately shoulder width distance apart positioned. Once secure, lift your feet off the ground and let your body hang completely freely and relaxed naturally. For beginners over 60 years of age, start with just 5 to 10 seconds of hanging per individual repetition. Perform 5 sets with adequate rest between them to allow your forearm muscles to recover properly throughout. A common mistake is keeping the shoulders tense or elevated during the hanging exercise position held continuously. I recommend performing dead hangs every day for 5 sets, lasting as long as you can comfortably hold. Conclusion and final thoughts. You have now learned 6 powerful exercises used by Japanese seniors to maintain remarkable leg strength successfully. These movements have been practiced for hundreds of years and have now been scientifically validated by modern research. Top universities around the world have confirmed the effectiveness of these traditional Japanese exercise methods definitively. The groundbreaking Tohoku University study showed a 25.9% increase in knee extension strength. Research on balance exercises confirms they can reduce fall rates by 23% in older adult populations. Calf raise training improves rapid force development, which is absolutely essential for preventing falls from occurring effectively. Wall squat training builds leg strength while also providing cardiovascular benefits through blood pressure reduction effects naturally. The key to achieving success with these exercises is unwavering consistency and patience with your practice over time. Start with the easier variations of each exercise and progressively increase difficulty as your strength grows. Remember that the Japanese achieve these impressive results through daily practice integrated into their regular daily routines. You can easily practice these exercises while watching television or waiting for your meals to cook properly. Together, these 6 exercises create a complete, comprehensive program for maintaining your independence as you age gracefully. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment below sharing which exercise you will try first. Subscribe to this channel for more evidence-based health information delivered directly to you regularly each week. Share this video with friends and family members who want to maintain strong legs for life. Thank you sincerely for watching this entire video from beginning to end and giving me your valuable time. May you enjoy strong, healthy legs and an active, independent life for many years to come ahead.